What is white balance? That's what we're going to talk about today. When you look at this video, what do you notice? That the colors aren't quite right?
Yep.
That everything looks kind of yellow?
Yep.
Well, that's because the white balance is not set correctly. Having the correct white balance is important when shooting video. Even though there are color correction tools available in most video editing software, if you don't have the camera set correctly at the time you record, getting the colors to look natural may be difficult or even impossible. Light sources can be different colors. We call these colors light temperatures. They are measured on the Kelvin scale in degrees Kelvin. Colors in the 1 to 3000 degree Kelvin range would be yellow, like a candlelight or a tungsten light bulb. Colors in the 7 to 9000 degree range will appear bluish, like on a heavily overcast day. Our eyes and our brain are very good at adjusting for this automatically. If we hold up a piece of paper on a cloudy, overcast day, to our eyes, it's going to appear white, just like it would in a room lit only by candles. But on a camera using the same white balance settings, on the overcast day, the paper is going to look very blue, while in the candlelight, it's going to look very yellow. So when we set the white balance on the camera, we're telling the camera what color the ambient light is, so the colors that the camera records are like that which our eye perceives. Now, most cameras have an auto white balance setting, but most of the time the camera will guess wrong or even change the white balance between shots, which can be very difficult, if not impossible, to fix later. To set the white balance, it's best to use either the custom white balance setting or to actually set the camera to a specific color temperature if the camera has this ability. To use the custom white balance, you will need something that the camera can use for reference. Most commonly, a grade card is used. You just hold the grade card in front of the camera. This is important to note. Make sure you hold your grade card where your talent will be standing so that the lighting conditions are the same as what the camera will see during your actual shoot. Then push the Set Custom White Balance button, and now your white balance is set. One last little note. It's almost always better to spend a little extra time when setting up your shoot to check and double check all of your settings. For white balance, if your experience tells you that your camera screen is relatively reliable for representing colors properly, but after you set the white balance there's an unwanted color cast, maybe it looks blue or yellowish, then set it again. It's worth a couple extra seconds it takes to make sure your white balance is right.